Addicted to the Outdoors begins now.
Well, this week we are headed to Nebraska for our annual hunt with Deer Meadows Outfitters. And I knew this year it was going to be a little special. We've hunted with these guys for years, but Scott, who's the outfitter, who I could tell was a really good guide, I'd been bugging him to come out of retirement and guide one of us, and he never would. He was going to come out of retirement and he was going to guide Gina. And Jeremy, who is my normal guide, who is Scott's nephew and a great little guide, he was going to guide me.
I am so excited because Scott's going to be my guide, and him and his nephew have got a little bet going on who's going to get us the biggest buck and win.
Sneaking around and scouting, and they got this big buck figured out and that big buck figured out, and then, man, I could tell that it was going to be a battle royale.
Gina, it seems like you're having a good time on this trip.
Yeah, you know, when we're on the road, we try and cut up and have a good time.
Oh, this is me. Warning, I have gas and I know how to use it. That is hilarious. My kids would love this. Just had to get on it and take it for a ride. We got I think 8 hours to drive, so we got to get on the road, so come on.
We're trying to let him snuggle up with somebody.
Well, we are almost to camp, and we can't wait to catch up with old Scotty boy. This is definitely one of our favorite trips. We have a blast with him. He has us rolling, laughing nonstop. And this year, for the first time ever, we finally talked him into actually guiding us. So he's going to guide Gina, and something tells me he's going to put her on a big one. Man, we've seen lots of deer coming in. Oh yeah, that's a good sign.
Sweet.
Muleys, whitetail, saw a big old whitetail buck. It's gonna be awesome. We're rolling in to Clampets, we're rolling in.
I was just as excited to go on this trip as John was. Scott and his kids have become like family. Hey, Daddy! I know, I want to talk to you. How are you doing?
We're coming straight from the ladies that cook the food. We're coming straight to who cooks the food.
It's Santa Claus! I brought some gifts today.
After getting there and getting settled in, we got to chit-chatting with Scott and Jeremy, and these two, they were going at it. I mean, they are, to say they're competitors is to say the least.
I showed him what you could shoot, and I got a little quirky. Yeah. Well, he only had one horn.
But they're very, very competitive, and they both wanted to win. So we decided to spice it up a little bit and throw in a nice little Bass Pro card for the guy who gets whichever one of us the biggest buck.
We win! We win!
I already know what I'm buying. I already know what I'm buying.
I've taught you a lot, but I haven't taught you everything.
Tomorrow he's gonna run us ragged. We're gonna be a full quarter mile ahead of us. Come on!
And them boys were fired up.
The bet was a really good idea because I had the advantage. I knew where the big ones were.
And I heard him say if he wins, he's going to give each of his kids $100.
I don't remember saying that. I never said that. That's mine.
All new apparel for sure, you know.
How about a haircut?
You should get some just for men gel.
Oh, man. He's going after that. Hey, it's on.
It's on.
It's on.
Limb Saver presents Addicted to the Outdoors with Jon and Gina Brunson.
This segment is brought to you by Forloh, the only technical fishing and hunting apparel completely made in the USA. Forloh, the future of hunting is here.
Let's bring you up to speed.
Well, this week we are headed to Nebraska for our annual hunt with Deer Meadows Outfitters. We've hunted with these guys for years, but Scott, who's the outfitter, I've been bugging him to come out of retirement and guide one of us. He was going to come out of retirement and he was going to guide Gina. And Jeremy, who is my normal guide, who is Scott's nephew, he was going to guide me. I threw in a $500 Bass Pro gift card to the top guide who puts whoever on the biggest buck.
Hey, it's on.
It's on.
It's on.
It's just cracking light. We're gonna head out and see if we can get on the big boy and win the bet.
Today is day one, and I'm hunting with Scott, and that's all we're gonna need because we're gonna put him down this morning. We're gonna spank John's butt.
Property that we lease, we have over 300,000 acres of prime mule deer hunting. Our bow season kicks off September 15th, spot and stalk style also, and you can get real close to these bucks. Our rifle season kicks off in November, right during the rut, and it's 9 days, so I run 2 4-day hunts, and that's a really productive hunt. Our muzzleload season runs the whole month of December, and with the new law passage, you can have any size scope on your muzzleloaders. You know, that opens a whole new ballpark for the muzzleload hunters too.
Gonna do a little fish hook action here, keep the wind in our favor. It's gonna be good, be exciting.
I mean, it was just so unexpected.
This is a good buck. You ready? That was morning. Score.
This monster mule deer came up in front of the hill in front of us. I don't know if that's what just shook me up or the excitement that Scott was in. Oh my God, dang it. Immediately after I shot, I knew I pulled it.
Right in front of me. Right in front of me.
What am I doing?
You're shooting, you're pulling the trigger.
That was hard to swallow. I knew I let Scott down.
That's when the reality of the Bass Pro Shop bucks slipping through my fingers.
That sucks. That's a nice deer, and I blew it.
He was a real nice buck, yeah, that was fun though.
You know, she missed a good buck, which it happens to all of us. You know, and Gina gets real excited. Once in a while, she's got an old habit that creeps back on her where she pulls that trigger a little too much and pulls the gun a little bit. And I think with that big old buck, she just was really fired up and, you know, just pulled that trigger a little too hard and it was just enough to miss that buck.
I totally flubbed that up. I cannot believe I missed twice. Trying to get back on him and see if we can't get one down.
But that's all right, because that gave us a chance to get in on another really good buck.
We're gonna sneak up between these two yuccas. I'm gonna use the back and slide it up. It's gonna be about 100 yards.
Gina did miss that buck, but Scotty boy, it didn't take him long to put her on another good muley.
I had another hill range that we had been seeing some really good bucks on. We'd been seeing him a lot, and I knew he was a good buck.
You on him? Plenty of time. Relax. Put those crosses right on his chest. Good. Relax.
This mule deer was basically charging us. Get a bullet, put another round.
Ah! Wait.
Then I got a little scared when I saw that. Thank God. And he's down. Now I can cry because I'm so excited. Oh my God, I would have been so upset if I didn't find this deer.
Oh, what a beautiful deer.
Deer Meadows.
Beautiful deer. Wow.
What a terrific trophy after all that hunting today.
Wow. Nice and heavy, nice long tines. This is great. Wow, what an exciting hunt. I seen this thing coming up over the hill right at us. And I was like, oh no, I've never had a mule deer charge.
And I didn't see it because I was reloading.
Well, she's only 4'11", so that...
3/4. We're doing a
Well, I was
dance
scared to
study.
death. I was like, somebody's gonna end up with a
You're all,
horn in him. I've never ever had one charge just like that. Never.
I'm like, are you sure he was coming after us?
Oh. Well, even before you shot him, he had thought he was coming. Is this worth a gift card, you think? Woo, I get the pressure on Johnny now.
Yeah. You know they're going to be out here first thing.
Yeah.
Give me the tag.
Yeah, John, by the way, we set the standard, and good luck on your hunting.
Deer Meadows Outfitters.
This segment is brought to you by Boning. Boning, your archery equipment source.
In case you missed something. Well, this week we are headed to Nebraska for our annual hunt with Deer Meadows Outfitters. I threw in a $500 Bass Pro gift card to the top guy who puts whoever on the biggest buck.
Bass Pro Shop bucks slipping through my fingers.
I knew I let Scott down.
But that's all right, because that gave us a chance to get in on another really good buck. John, by the way, we set the standard, and good luck on your hunting.
The terrain is very sandy, loose, it's up and down, a lot of hills. We're looking for something above 160, between the 160 to 180 range. Something tall, dark, deep forks.
We got a shooter. We got right up on top of this bowl, and we were probably 40 yards from this deer.
First saw the buck, I knew he was gonna get me the Bass Pro bucks.
Wide, tall. And he was with, a ton of does. I had my crosshairs on him. I could have shot him at 40 yards, but we couldn't get the camera on him. I can't shoot. But yeah, recording. All right. So while we're over there trying to get the camera situated, he gets up and he starts pushing these does around. And they were off to the next valley. Dark chocolate rack, heavy, wide. Man, he was awesome. We're gonna drive around this ridge and do some glass and see if we can find them, either running that doe or see if they bedded up over there. So we'll see if we get lucky and get back on them. We walked God knows how many miles across the canyon, get back on them again, and long story short, we do this all day long. We chased this booger a few miles. He's pushing his girlfriends faster than we can catch up. I mean, this was an all-day affair chasing this deer, and we finally got to a point where we were as close to this deer as we were ever gonna get. We're back on that big buck. He's 250, 248. I gotta kill him though. That was it. I mean, we could not move an inch closer, so, it was time to pull the trigger.
Hit him. You hit him right in the shoulder. Good shot.
All right. Just stay tight. Stay. Here he goes.
He's hit.
Here he goes. Watch him. Watch him.
Stay on.
Watch him. He's going down. Come on.
Go ahead and pop her.
Oh, yeah.
I knew this deer was going to get me what I needed.
Man, that's awesome. Freaking monster.
No kid.
Yes. Oh man, I was fired up. You know, it's always nice to walk up to them, but when you work that hard, it's very rewarding.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, he is awesome. First day, man. Freaking stayed on him all day. I wonder how Gina's doing. Oh, when we rolled into camp, we pulled in nose first with my buck in the back of the truck, and we could see that muley poking out of the back of the buggy. They're standing there trying to hide it, but they couldn't wipe the grin off their face, so we knew she had a good one down. I see horns behind him. Let's see.
Dude, I missed the big boy.
We came into.
I saved him for John.
I decided to pull a little joke here, kind of hop out and act like we had a rough day, and we needed to fix our tripod and all this other stuff, and get back out and hunt and try and get something down.
Charged us 5 yards.
Not kidding. He charged us.
Oh, look, that's a pretty buck.
Oh,
We had to go look for him, and babe.
You broke the tripod.
Mike did. I don't know how you. Oh, dude. We'll talk about that later.
Say
Don't-
gift card.
Don't get
Gift card. What do you? Man, that's a nice buck. What do you think he's going to score?
He's a 50s to 60.
So when we get up there, I'm talking about the tripod broke and all this other stuff, and what a nice buck. They step aside, and boom, Gina's got her big old buck in the back of the truck, and the smack talking begins. I mean, it was the funniest thing, and me and Jeremy tried so hard to keep a straight face.
It's all good.
Oh yeah, you got a good buck down, babe. That's nice. That's nice. I think my boy probably got the Bass Pro card, but it's a nice buck. What's up? What's up? Oh, it was no. I mean, he freaking lost his mind. I mean, he knew the minute I said look in the back of the truck that the game was over.
Oh my God!
And you should have seen the look on his face. 5-hour stalk.
Awesome!
Kick her off the back. Look at the kicker.
Holy Mom! Let me go get the link.
Hey, 5-hour stalk.
Oh my God!
I underestimated Jeremy, and I underestimated John's shooting ability.
He went to pieces.
Jeremy got lucky. That's all it was.
Look at that! That is beautiful.
We got y'all when we pulled in. That was good.
That was good.
Oh, yeah.
This segment is brought to you by Grizzly Blinds. Grizzly Blinds, adventure guaranteed.
It is time for the big Bass Pro card presentation. Oh. Now, Scotty, I know you thought you had it in the bag, buddy, and you were spending them dollars. But after a 5-hour, 8-mile stalk, me and Jeremy pulled it off and put a hurting on you. Oh. Do you want to touch it a little?
That's the second time that happened.
Oh, the Bass Pro cards goes to Big Jeremy. Oh, look at him. He's all posing down. But in the end, after poking Scott a little bit, we took care of him too, because it's all in fun. Just because you might have taken us if Gina would have got that first buck. We got a little something for you.
Do I see a tear in your eye?
You want to
push my cart? Man, well, thank you very much.
There you go, man. Now you can go get you some goodies.
It's round 2 next year.
Yeah, next year we got to think of another little bet here. We got.
Jeremy's like, bring it on!
Do the 1-2 knockout.
Well, the new competition was horseshoes.
Yeah! Horseshoe Battle Royale.
That's right. You're going like Donkey Kong. Oh, you're going down. Nay. Choke! Ooh, close them down. Put the hammer.
Y'all missed a good game earlier.
We always have a great time out there with Scotty and the boys. You know, it's really a family affair out there, and after, man, hunting with them for 4 or 5 years now, we've become pretty good friends.
And, I'm Gary Hollenbaugh from Kalamazoo, Michigan, and I'm addicted to the outdoors.
But this year, Jon and Jeremy did take the crown. So I know it's going to be on for next year because there's already been a significant amount of smack talking from the other side of the court. So next year ought to be interesting.
Corey needs help.
Oh, he sucks. What do you want me to say, man? I really got nothing here. Just for men. No!
Oops.